Welcome back, and thanks so much for staying with us here on Daybreak. I am with Scott Lucas, an instructor at South Lake Tahoe Community College.
Lake Tahoe Community College.
Lake Tahoe Community College, great. And we are going to be talking about themed spaces, which has been a little bit of a hot topic with this big Hillbillies casino that's proposed. And a lot of people have been speaking out about that. Tell me a little bit about the casino and why you think it might be such a hot button issue.
Yeah, I mean, I think in general right now we find that theme spaces are more popular and that people are interested in a place that has an exciting, a fantasy theme. But I think in terms of the Hillbilly Casino, I think the concern is maybe that it's the type of image that it's sending, that maybe it's not as high class as people would like, and that's what I've been reading in the papers about it.
Yeah, and you are an anthropology instructor. You've studied this extensively. You actually have a book coming out called The Themed Space. You said that's coming out in September. And there's quite a history of kind of controversial themed spaces in the past. What are some of the other ones that
Certainly.
have come up?
Yeah, some of the more current ones, years ago someone tried to build it was called the Crash Cafe, and it was a place that was themed around airplane disasters, and obviously after 9/11 that wouldn't go over too well.
Yeah.
But in the past there was a park called Freedom Land where actually they did have some Civil War theming, so controversy is really a part of theming. We see it all over the world.
And you have to think about almost the future, too. Was the Crash Cafe, was that something before 9/11 then?
It was planned before 9/11,
Yeah.
and then, of course, the development was going to happen, and they just decided to close it and stop the development because it was too controversial.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Well, you do have this book coming up. What are some of the things you're going to be discussing in your book?
Well, we're gonna. There's chapters on famous theme parks like Dollywood and some stuff on Disney. I have a chapter on Las Vegas and how the senses are used to theme different spaces, and even spaces as unique as airports in the United Kingdom. So really, a range of any possible space you could think of is being themed today.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. That really has become a popular thing, and I do believe it's something that will become more popular in northern Nevada as well. You know, we had a story on earlier that we were chatting about with the gambling profits aren't doing so well up here. And do you think maybe some of the theming may have helped Vegas out?
I think it does, and I think it's something that we could bring to this region because when people see a theme, it tells people a story. And if you're going to build a casino instead of just sort of plain architecture, and you could do something that's iconic and fantasy, that tells a story and it brings people to the casino. So I think it's the wave of the future for this region.
Yeah, I think you hit it right there with fantasy.
Yeah.
People want to get away. They want an experience.
Definitely.
It's very interesting, and maybe that's why Disney has been so successful over the years.
I think so.
Unbelievable. Well, Scott Lucas, thank you so much for joining us here
Thanks
on
for having
Daybreak.
me.
The new book is going to be The Themed Space, and that is coming out in September, so try to pick it up. It's a local author here, and we will be right back. Thanks for staying with us here on Daybreak.